All right, Shalom Akim out there. We want to start off by giving all glory, praise, honor, dominion, and power unto Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Giving double honors unto our apostles and elders at Great Millstone that are ruling well. Salutations, much love, honor, and respect unto those men that are worthy of double honors. And to you brothers out there pushing this word in sincerity and in true faith, Shalom unto you. To the hopeful elect, to the house of David, Shalom. Lord's willing, this is edifying to the few sisters that do listen, Shalom. And to those that are addicted to the ministry, Shalom. Lord's willing, this is edifying. Another after camp video from the brothers of the Ancient of Days camp, back with another one going into the return of Yahweh Shai. Brothers know there's so many scriptures we can get on that day, to return, how the Lord is going to reveal himself. The Lord's willing, you know, for the sake of time, we're going to get into the importance of the Lord's return. It's going to be a beautiful day for his servants, but for his enemies, very, very terrible day. But without further ado, go ahead.
So Matthew chapter 24, verse 27, for as lightning cometh out of the east, and shineth even unto the west, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be.
Yeah, the lightning shineth in the east. The Lord is going to start in the east. That's why it says in the east, a terrible vision from the east. That's going into the war that's going to be waged in that arena for war, that theater of war, which is the Middle East, what they call it the Middle East today, the Fertile Crescent, Saudi Arabia, the Valley of Jehoshaphat, Yahweh Shai is going to make his grand appearance right there with ships, and he's going to be mounted on the largest ship. All right, and he's going to destroy the armies of the world. You read that in 2nd Esdras, the 13th chapter. The vision, the terrible vision that Ezra seen. You know, so it says, like the lightning shineth in the east unto the west, because the Lord's going to make his way west to deliver the elect here in Babylon and see his destruction. You know, he's going to be at the height of it. Missiles going to be dropping, and the lasers going to be sending down firepower from those ships to destroy the whole land, Babylon, aka America. That's why I said he shall ride upon a swift cloud into Egypt. The spiritual Egypt is America. That's another name for America, is Egypt, because all the tribes are right here. Majority of the tribes are here in Babylon, America, and they're going to see the coming of the Lord. You know, they're going to see him as he is. It says the righteous shall see him as he is. That's going to be a beautiful day, because we've been speaking about that, and to actually see it, that's going to be something else. Go ahead.
What a 20 budget.
Okan, did you or you was going to get
27. Oh, you want me to go to the other script?
Yeah, did you have another one?
Yeah, but I wanted to kind of link that up right.
Oh yeah, Khan, go ahead, Abadi.
Daniel 2:44, and in the days of those kings shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom.
That's what time we in right now. If we was at the camp, and if brothers can look it up, you can look up Nebuchadnezzar's image, the image that he seen in his dream. It says at the feet. That's where we're at. That's what time period we're in. We're in the time of the divided kingdoms, NATO, the EU, all right, which is spearheaded by America. But NATO and the EU represents those toes, the weaker nations and the strong nations, going into the strong EU nations like Germany and those different nations. And then you got the weaker nations, pigs, which is Portugal, Italy, Greece, and Spain, which that's where we're at right now in that time, in the time of those kings, because they're ruling as kings now, even though they may not have a crown on, they're ruling as kings. They have sovereignty over different provinces in the EU. So in the time of these kings, the Lord always writes things of ancient world, in an ancient world form, you know, but only the prophets could break it down. So in the time of these kings shall the Most High set up a kingdom. That's why you see the camps popping up. That's why you see the brothers standing strong. That's why you see the breaches of the house of David being risen and being plastered up to be strong. That's why you see preferably Great Millstone talk about the throne of David, the house of David, being risen up as in the days. Because the Lord promised in this prophecy the brother's reading right here. Go ahead.
Which shall never be destroyed.
It shall never be destroyed, because it is the kingdom of heaven. It is the kingdom of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. It will not be destroyed. The Lord promised Yahweh Shai that he shall have a dominion and a reign forever. Go ahead.
And shall not be left to other people.
The other people is these heathens, the other nations. It's not going to be left to them. It's going to be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. Now, who are the saints? If you get that in Psalms 149, it goes into 148, Salakia. It goes into who the saints are. It says the saints, even of the children of Israel, which even is an old English word for equals. Like the saints are the children of Israel. The saints equal the children of Israel. The sons of Israel from the 12 prospective tribes. Go ahead.
But it shall break in pieces
Ooh.
and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
How is it going to break in pieces these other kingdoms? By waging war on them. You go into Revelation 19:11. It said the Lord came on a white horse, and armies of heaven followed him on white horses. And he said he came to judge and make war righteously. You know, he came to judge and to make war against these nations, these heathens, because of all that they have done. They have done great things. That's why the Lord is gathering the armies into the Middle East to destroy them, and ultimately to destroy Basra. There's a great sacrifice in Basra, which is another name for America, because it's the capital city of Edom. It's like the main place that Edom is so proud of. Like, America, that's the place. Of all the other Edomite kingdoms set up in this place, everybody wants to come to Babylon, aka America, because you can do any type of thing over here. That's why the Lord is going to say, there's a great sacrifice I have in Basra. Go ahead.
For as much as thou sawest that stone was cut out of the mountain without hands.
That stone was cut out of the mountain without hands, which represents the spiritual essence of the Lord when he returns. He's going to be, he said he ain't going to meet this place as a man, as he came 2,000 years ago. He came as we did in the flesh. He was born, came through the loins of David, through Joseph, went into the womb of Mary, was born as an actual baby, like we all have been born as babies with this flesh. But this time when the Lord returns, he said he have all power given unto him of the Father, Yahweh. He gonna come with the armies of heaven and wage war with this place, man. He gonna get it cracking out this place. He was carved without hands, meaning that the Lord himself equipped him with everything that he has. All his power was given unto him of the Father. It says all judgment have been given into the hand of the Son, as written in the Gospels. Go ahead.
And that it break in pieces the iron, the brass, the clay, the silver, and the gold, and the great Yahweh had made known to the king what shall come to pass.
Yeah, he made known unto Nebuchadnezzar then what shall come to pass, the future events, how this whole thing is going to end, how the heathen kingdoms is going to come to an abrupt end, how the age of Esau was going to come to an end, is when the Lord struck. When the Lord struck, the stone striking the image represents the violence that the Lord is going to bring when he comes and strikes this place. He's going to come bring war against it. It said the Lord going to come as a thief in the night, just abruptly, like, whoa, catch you off guard and destroy this place. It said Babylon shall be destroyed in an hour. It took like hundreds of years to build this place up, and all of this is going to be gone in an hour, man. And an hour go by fast as hell in our time, because the Lord sped up the time. This place is going to be out of here, gone in a matter of nothing, no time at all, man. The Lord is going to make a speedy riddance of this place. It says, thus with violence shall the great city Babylon be thrown down. And it's going to be thrown down by Yahushua himself. Recorded in the book of Daniel that the Lord is that great stone, representing his holiness, his angelic power that he's going to bring. Go ahead. Can you read where the same stone became a great mountain and filled the whole earth? You can find it. I can find it for you.
You want me to read this? I thought the brother was going to pull this one, but
yeah.
It's Revelation chapter 6, and I'll start at the top. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard.
Read it again.
And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, come and see. And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
The Lord loosed the seals, Yahushua, and he allowed it to be known what he would do in the last times. Like, okay, all right, how is the Lord really going to do this thing? How is it going to end? What shall be the signs of thy coming and of the end of the world, the end of the age? This is the Lord telling you, like, hey, this is how it's going to be at the end of Esau's age. I'm going to return, and this is how it's going to go. Can you read it from the top?
Come on, bro. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals.
See, the Lamb, Yahushua, He revealed it unto us. He made it known unto his men. He said, the Lord will do nothing, but he revealed his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. The prophets is bringing it out. Who's telling you about the UFOs? What they are? What are they? Like people, what's that? It's the chariots of Israel, the chariots of the Lord. Those are the vehicles that the Lord is going to use. All right, go ahead.
And I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying, come and see.
Yep.
And I saw, and behold, a white horse.
Now, did this is what John actually seen. He wrote everything down that he seen, but it has to be broken down. He said he seen a white horse, right? Pure power, that represents pure power. The horse represents power in the ancient world. In the East, the horse is known for its power. And then the white means pure power. So the Lord gonna come with pure power. He's gonna come with power never seen on this side. You think Esau got his weaponry? Hey, the Lord got something else for you. Go ahead, huh?
And he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him.
Hey, that bow represents the weapons that's gonna be in the chariot, man. Because a bow, that's for warfare. The Lord is coming to take this place out. And then you link that up with it says the clouds. It says the cloud shall shoot the lightning. That's in Wisdom of Solomon, if I'm not mistaken. It's in the Apocrypha. It says they shall shoot to the mark and shall as from a well-drawn bow. It says from the clouds. What are the clouds? The chariots. That's a direct link up of what. That's why the Lord coming with that bow. He coming with a weapon. A weapon. He ain't coming with no flowers. He coming with a weapon. That's talking about him being mounted on that chariot and the fire that's gonna come from it. You know, in other places known out of his mouth was a sword. It goes into different things, but it's talking about the weapon, the laser that's in the ship. Go ahead.
And a crown was given unto him.
Hey, he had the dominion. He's the ruler of this next world. This is his earth. This is his world. Get that in Psalm 2. That all the heathens is of his inheritance. He shall reign from sea to sea. You know? Go ahead.
And he went forth conquering and to conquer.
That's what the Lord's going to do when he comes back. He's going to conquer. He's going conquering and to conquer. He's going to just wipe out, just take down nations, take the crowns, which means taking their authority out of the earth, taking their sovereignty. You nothing. You've been laid down. You're under us. That's how that's how it's going to be for these heathens. The Lord's going to take the sovereignty and rulership from these nations. Because who gave them the rulership? It says the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, and he give it to whomsoever he will. And now it's in the hands of Esau, but that's going to be taken away from him. Because who gave Esau his power? You go back to the Genesis, Isaac. And who's Isaac in the reincarnation? Yahweh Shai. So he's going to come take that authority from Esau out this place. And he's going to give it into those that are right to rule, so to speak. Because the Lord gave it to Yahweh Shai. Like, this yours. You can take it. Once I make your enemies thy footstool, it's over. Go ahead. That's all you. That's yours. And those that I have given you, like Barak says, the super friends, those that have followed the Lamb, whithersoever he goeth, is going to get a blessing in that, in this world to come. So the meek shall inherit the earth. Go ahead.
Oh, you wanted Daniel 2:35.
It's going to link beautifully up with this scripture the brother read with the bow, going into him conquering and to conquer. This is what the stone was going to do after it smote the image and destroyed the power of those kings. Of that, of all the nations that reigned up until that time, preferably the toes, which is NATO and the EU. Once the Lord destroys them, their power, this is what is going to happen. Go ahead.
Then was the iron and the clay and the brass and the silver and the gold broken pieces together and became like chaff of the summer threshing floor.
Threshing floor. That day became as nothing, like the brothers went into at the camp. We're going to be a new sharp threshing instrument. When you thresh, that means you giving it just blow for blow, not not stopping until it's completely nothing. That's what the Lord is going to do. He's going to make these armies nothing. As you read in Esdras 13th chapter, he's going to make these nations nothing. He's going to destroy all this madness. It says everything that offends the Lord is going to take out of this place. The angels are going to be zapping people. It's going to be zapping these different monuments these heathens have set up. Ultimately, when we come down from the ships, Lord's one where those men, the elect, they're going to round up the kings of these nations, bind them, put them to work, and the rest of the people that's been hidden they're gonna be put to the sword. Not all of them is gonna die, but majority of these nations is gonna be wiped off, because that's when the fun begins. We're gonna wipe out those that want to rebel, and we're gonna put to work these nobles and kings, and we're gonna execute the judgment upon them as it is written. Go ahead.
And the wind carried them away.
Hey, that's going into that destruction. That wind is gonna carry them away. Ultimately, the end of this system is gonna be the missiles. It's gonna melt all of it. The chariots is gonna melt all that offends. That's gonna be the end of Esau's era, is by fire. Just like the end of the old world was by water. Okay? And the new world is gonna begin a new era, the era of order and peace through Yahweh Yahushai, the 12, King David, and the 144,000, the governing body, to rule over Israel and all the nations. All right, go ahead.
That no place was found for them, and the stone that smote the image became a great mountain.
That's a great government, man. The government, it shall be upon his shoulders. Hey, that's when it's really going to come to fruition. He's going to sit on the throne of his father David, as Yahweh promised. And that's when the house of David is going to be rebuilt as in the days of old. And we're going to have a great king. And you know how Jake even began that saying, long live the king, long live the king. And our king lives forever. So the end of the reign of Israel there shall never be an end. Go ahead.
And filled the whole earth.
Filled the whole earth. It said from Jerusalem shall go forth the law. If these nations don't want to get in order, we're going to bash them over the head with a rod and a scepter. We're going to destroy all those that don't want to get down with the program. If you don't want to get down, you're going to lay down. And those that's for the task, they're going to be put to work. Your kings, and they like Joshua said, come put your foot on the neck of these kings, which represents their subjugation unto the house of Israel, man. They're going to be subjugated. They're going to have nothing. They're going to go from riches to rags. They're going to go from having everything to having nothing at all. Only their life. And even that is not even in their hands. It's going to be in the hands of the men of the Lord. Go ahead.
That's it for that.
That was it. Now let's go into Psalms, the actual establishment of that kingdom. This is a psalm of David, but it's a psalm for Solomon. And we all know in the spirit, if you can understand, Solomon is Yahushai. And all these promises is really going to come in the age when Yahushai returns, which we're at the doorstep of that age beginning. The end of the age of Esau and the beginning of the age of Israel, Yahsha'Allah, which is Yahushua. With his return, that's pretty much the beginning of the kingdom. It says a psalm for Solomon. It says, give the king thy judgments, because the Lord have given all power and judgment into the hands of Yahushua. It says, O power and thy righteousness unto the king's son, because what line did Yahushua come through? He's of the line of David. He shall sit upon the throne of his father David, as the Lord promised. It says, he shall judge thy people with righteousness, the elect, and thy poor with judgment. You know, the Lord is going to make the righteous judgments. And the 2/3 of our people, they're going to be judged for what they have done. But they're going to return, you know, in their right minds. It says, the mountains shall bring peace to the people. Once these nations, these governments are subjugated under us, by that putting of the foot on the neck of the kings. That's the old Eastern custom of those that had the foot on their neck. That's the representation of them being in subjugation of the person that has the foot on their neck. So that's what the Lord is going to allow us to do: destroy these governments, and we're going to set up garrisons in these lands. Now they're going to be bringing peace. They're going to be bringing the best of their lands to Jerusalem after it's built up by their kings and nobles. It says, the mountains shall bring peace to the people, and the little hills, the smaller governments, by righteousness. They're going to know the law. They're going to know how the Lord wants this earth ran. You have seen how running it the wrong way got straight destruction and fire. It says, he shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy. The Lord at that time had saved us through the angels, through the chariots. The Lord had came and subdued our enemies. This is going to be his reign. This is going to be his coming. Actually, it says, he shall judge the poor of the people. He shall save the children of the needy, and shall break in pieces the oppressor. The Lord going to break in pieces all those that oppressed us and put them down, and they shall be as nothing. Especially Esau, Edom, the number one enemy of Israel it says that the nation shall look upon him and say, is this he who did shake kingdoms? They gonna look at him like he's nothing, because the Lord gonna break him all the way down.